everybody, this is Dr. McBrick, and I am here with MOC Mashup Space Research Facility, and this is my latest building. And as you can see, it's not very much right now, but I have all my stuff out. I have all kinds of craziness going on. Look at this. I have bins down there. I have all the boxes of all the space sets for parts, and I have more parts over here. I even got some snacks up there on top of the Quickie Mart to eat. I have my iPad for music and watching YouTube videos, Lego videos and stuff. I even have the Women of NASA pack over there. Just a whole bunch of stuff. But here's what I'm doing. I'm started on this new building. Now this is the main research facility. So right here is the entrance. I'm using a 48 by 48 base plate, as I have with all of my MOCs for this particular space center. And you'll see I'll put the perimeter fence around here. There will be a large gate right here in which to enter the research facility. This building's going all the way back here. It's going to come around here. It's going to be quite a building. The reason being is because I need to put all my research stuff in there, and one of the things I'm putting in there is from that space pack that came out of the people, the Centrifuge. I have to put that in there. In order to do that, you see that takes up a lot of room, even when it's folded up. So I will be putting that somewhere in here. So this building is going to be rather large. But the front facade of the building so far, I think it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I was debating on what to do, but you know, because the colors are that blue, white, orange, and sometimes gray. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have gray plates to go on the floor over here. I wish I did, but you know what? I don't want to wait around to get them, so I just went with the black plates. So there is a little bit of black here, but you know what? That's okay. So I'm going to use some of the Space Center sets and use some of the parts from there as I already started to do. But I use some of my own orange parts and things, going to give it a little orange flair. So that's what it looks like right now. I guess I'll just keep building and see what happens. Okay, here's what I have so far. So this is the entrance. This is the entranceway, and you enter there through these doors. And as you can see, I've used the color scheme from the new city space sets, the orange, the white, and the blue. I've used some of the stickers, the launch control stickers, things of that nature. I even used this up here as a jumbotron. So this is actually going to be a jumbotron. I'll fill all this in and stuff, make it look decent. But basically, this is the outside. Now, there will be a perimeter fence all along here that I'll get to. Anyway, so people can stand outside in the observation parking lot and stuff like that and actually see the jumbotron as the scientists on the inside work on their screens and stuff. This is for the bay doors. There'll be garage bay doors right here, so that they can enter, so they can bring big cargo and stuff into the research facility. Let's take a look inside. Now, it's the little details that I think count. For instance, this is a furnace that is in this new MOC, but no one's going to really see it because it's actually under the stairs. So once I put my staircase in there, you're not really going to be able to see it very well. But you know what? I know it's there. So I just used some old bricks since they won't be seen, and made kind of a little furnace suggestion there. Now, it does have minifigure access through that door right there, but of course, you won't be able to really get your fingers in there, especially us AFOLs, to play or anything like that. So, but it is back there, and it's the kind of little details that I think really make a difference. So I'm doing this garage door, the bay doors here, and I get to a point where I need to put these up, right? So, you know, I put one in here like this, or actually I thought what I would do is make it like this, and then, let's see here, let's put this right down. It's hard to do and hold the camera. There we go. So I'll put this right here like this. So then that way this part here is going to connect with this catwalk coming over here at some point. And then I got to put one over here. I'll go ahead and, where's my thing at here? So I'll put one over here. But the only problem is if I put one here, for instance, that's not going to work. People aren't going to be able to spin on that. And my goal was to really get this in here. So I am going to have to keep this suspended somehow without a post. So how are we going to do that? Okay, so this is what I've come up with so far for part one of this MOC Mashup number 6, I guess. So this is the research facility. As you can see, here is the front, and the front is all adorned with the blue, white, and just orange highlights. It has the nice bay doors right here. As a matter of fact, there's something inside there. We can take a look at that in a couple of minutes. It's got a spot here for a gate to come down, that I'll put a gate on here so it'll swing down just to keep things from coming into or out of that particular area. You can see the window into the clean room there, and I'll show you that from the back. And you see up here is the 2-story kind of foyer area, and then right here is the Jumbotron, and this is the Jumbotron that people can see and view from the outside. On the inside, the technicians can work at it. And here is the entrance. Of course, it's high security, and you go in there, and there is a front desk, and I'll show you around there. So as we come around from this Jumbotron area, you will see the upstairs, the 2nd floor. And the 2nd floor involves a few things. And so we have the Jumbotron right here, which actually is on the outside. And then on the inside, the technician will stay here, and they'll run the computer and all kinds of things, and kind of see what's on the in the environment on whatever planet they're scanning. And there is a Botany Area, and that is where our scientists and researchers look at various plants from different worlds. And so what I did here was I put up railing, and I used these little clips, modified plate with a clip, and used actually the jail cell doors for this that came with the police station. And there are a bunch of jail cell doors and windows, and so I used them right here as a nice little railing. I thought that would go very well. And so you see there's kind of a catwalk here, so it's open air down below. And then we have a station there for a researcher that can look at that little container there, and kind of spin it around and get all of the different chemicals and things like that. I guess it's a little centrifuge in a sense. And now here is a station with a red phone, which tells me it's kind of a hotline, to be quite honest. And there's a little pad of Post-it notes, and there's some kind of screen that that particular technician would work at. If we go down here into the lobby is such where there's a place for your reading pleasure, to put your mugs, that sort of thing. You can sit there and have a coffee while this person here at the front desk plays solitaire or works on his Windows 95 computer screen that LEGO seems to not want to discontinue. Right in here is a nice display of the drone that they are working on and researching, as well as some foreign, soil and rocks from another planet that they have brought back on one of their missions. Additionally, here is an EVS helmet, and in a little kind of cabinet there is an Easter egg, which I won't show you right now, but maybe once we do the final video I will. And there's a display, a flat screen display, and that display kind of talks about all kinds of extra vehicular activity that the astronauts do, talks about some things that the research the astronauts are involved in and stuff. Now all of this is going to be tiled. I will tile all of this up so that it actually looks really, really cool. But again, for now, it's still building. As you can see, I still have the walls going on. There's no walls here in the back. And right over here is where I did that girder and beam assembly. Now, this actually is an homage to something. And if any of you out there know what this is an homage to, please tell me in the comments below. I had that beam going across there, and because I have this big centrifuge here to simulate gravity, G's for astronauts, I couldn't put a post right here. So I added this right here. Now I've made this pretty structurally sound. It's sound, but I cleaned it up by putting the tile, finishing tiles, curved finishing tiles like that on here, and then left this open for the bay doors so you could see down below. But I added this touch here because I had a blue beam going across there, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to pay homage to something very, very special in the Lego world. So tell me if you know what that is. Now, I mentioned the centrifuge here, the thing that tests the astronauts for how much G-force they can stand, and I had to leave a huge space for that. So you see, there's really nothing around here other than that. That's the only thing. I can fold those up and everything like that, and so you know they're nice and neat, obviously. But I had to leave room for that, so there's a big space right there. I'll tile all that in. Right here, of course, we have the treadmill and the station where the researcher working with the person on the treadmill has them hooked up to a lot of electrodes and things like that. There's a water bottle there. There's a faucet to get more water, and then, of course, all of the electrodes and all of the tools and gizmos and things that researcher will need as that person is running on the treadmill. Now, we also have in here a clean room. Now, let me show you that. In here is the clean room. And the clean room is such where it has special air filtration, and that air filtration keeps it nice and clean so that they can work on very, very sensitive things like making sure the rocks from their last research project are nice and clean and safe and able to be displayed and things like that, and doing some experiments. So I made this room into a clean room. The roof comes off so you can see down in there. I won't take it off right now, and of course the door is open and things like that. So that is, and I put this back on here and everything works out perfectly. So that is right now what I have finished with my research center. I'm going to add a wall right here. Oh, and here's just another piece of machinery. There's also an Easter egg inside of there. This is where I'll have my wall, and then of course the perimeter fence will be going around here. This wall right here I might put on a hinge so that, or the type that you can take off so that you'll be able to take that off and everything like that. I haven't decided whether I'm going to go all 2 stories all the way around the building, or if I'm going to stop it there, make this a flat roof, and then just add this as just kind of an extra roof or an extra area. Not really sure yet. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I should go up to 2 stories on it. I could put a lot more in terms of research, in terms of things like that if I were doing 2 stories, and I think it would look really cool. Not sure if I have all the white bricks to do it, but just from those 3 sets that I have for the mock mashup, I might have to add a whole bunch of other sets. But I think it turned out really well. I'm especially proud of this area right here, and I think that just looks really cool, given the fact that this is a space theme and all sorts of things like that. So that is what I have right now for this mock mashup. I'm going to continue with part 2 of this at some point when I get a chance to work on it some more and get some more tiles and things like that. Because like I said, I want to tile most of this in. I might leave this particular area studs only because it's just basically concrete. It would be, and then just maybe kind of fill this area out. I'll show you one thing that's driving me nuts as an A-fall. You see right here I have that carpet and I have it nice and curved right there. Well, I could not find a curved piece for the white, so it's just sticking out right there, and I got to fix that. It's one of those things when I look at it, even though the model is not finished, I'm still going nuts because that's not there. Oh, the other thing I did was to pay homage to the women of NASA. I went ahead and added their names, their nameplates from their individual statuettes onto the wall here. So that way when people come into the research center, they are definitely aware of all of the women's contributions to space. All right. That's about all I have. Hey, I appreciate your comments. Please let me know what you think. Please let me know if you think I could add anything. I have a few ideas. If I do go up 2 stories, I have a couple of ideas of what I could put right here. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. And please like this video if you like it, because that tells YouTube that you really like my videos, and share this if you're so inclined. Subscribe if you haven't. I'd appreciate it. We do have a lot of videos for you, and we're going to continue this particular series until we get my entire space research facility built. This is Dr. McBrick signing out.